What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for checking out this video. If you can like this video and subscribe to the channel, it will greatly be appreciated. This is Larry Poteat Jr. I'm your financial planning consultant as well as your real estate agent. In this video, we're going to talk about estate planning. I'm going to touch on life insurance as well as documentation or things that you need to do to put yourself in a position to help out your family members. And so first and foremost, every individual needs some type of life insurance. A term life insurance policy is a life insurance policy that has a date range associated with it. It has a term, whether it's for 10 years, for 20 years, for 30 years. So if you're 25, you can actually get a life policy that spans for a 30-year time frame. At that particular point, it either expires or you can renew it. And so term life insurance is treated like car insurance, homeowners insurance. So unless someone passes away, the death benefit will not be paid out. It will only be paid out if someone passes away. Money cannot be taken out from this policy, just like if you had car insurance, unless if you got into a car accident, then something happens. But you can't pull money out of your car insurance policy or your homeowner's policy unless if something happens. So that's term life insurance. Whole life policies are a little different and can be complicated just because there are multiple types. But just giving a high level overview, a whole life policy is a life insurance policy that has an investment or a savings component to it. So it has the life insurance portion as well as a savings or an investment portion. And also with this policy, you can actually pull money from that policy. So it differs from term life in that you can actually benefit as an owner of the policy, even if something doesn't happen to you. With the term policy, something has to happen in order for someone to get money from it or to get a benefit from it. Whichever way that you go, you need to make sure that you have some type of life insurance. And with that, you need to have an outside policy. So you have life insurance that's provided through your company. However, if something happens and you lose that job or something happens while you're with that job, your benefits could go on hold or your benefits could go away. And so it's always good to have an outside policy that you can control. So if something happens to that job, or if you decide to be an entrepreneur and you won't have the benefits from a job or from another company, and you have to rely on your own and pay for your own benefits, you can control what type of life insurance you have. So I hope that made sense. And so I just wanted to make sure whatever route you take, that you have an outside policy that you could control. So that's step one. Step two is make sure that you have a will in place. There are various sites. You can consult various lawyers, but you need to have instructions in case if something happens to you. Of course, life insurance, yes, but it just doesn't stop there. We need to have instructions for those resources, for those assets. Another thing that we need to have in place is we need to make sure that we set up our beneficiaries. We have that for life insurance, but we need to have it for our retirement accounts, for bank accounts that we have. We need to make sure that we have the proper documentation for a lot of our assets, including houses. So if something happens to you, what's going to happen to that house? It needs to be spelled out in the will, but also we need to have plans in place. We need to have a trust set up. We need to have instructions, but we also need to make sure that we're covered, whether it's having another person on bank accounts, another person on our investment accounts. We need to make sure that we cross our T's and we dot our I's when it comes to that. Also, another thing that we don't think about is when it comes to our passwords. So if something happens, we have a lot of things that are automated on our phones. We have email accounts username and passwords, different bank accounts, things of that sort. We need to have all of this written down, just like we have our will written down with our instructions. We need to have our username and password to all of our accounts, and it can be a lot of them. So I hope this information was beneficial. This is all about estate planning. I'm going to do future videos talking more specifically about term life insurance or whole life insurance, but I just wanted to do an overall video to touch on the steps that we need to take in order to get our estate planning in order, because it's about the documentation. It's about making sure that we're leaving something, whether that's life insurance, assets to our family. We need to make sure that we have these things in order. And also when it comes to username, passwords, and making sure that we have everything consolidated, everything in one central location. So if something happens to us, somebody can just go to the safe, or someone can go to a safety deposit box. Someone knows one central location that they can go to, not things are at this person's house and I have to go to my cousin's house and I have to go to my grandmother's house to put all of the pieces together. No, everything should be centralized. And so I hope this video was beneficial. If you need any assistance, remember, I'm a financial planning consultant. I can help you out with your financial planning, but also I am life insurance agent, so I can help you with your life insurance policies. I look forward to hearing from you guys. If you need anything, please get my contact information below. I look forward to hearing from you guys. Have a blessed day.